Hey there, I'm Jen. Welcome to my shop, Sentimental Wood Art. Come along and join me on my woodworking journey as I create things that just touch my heart and make me smile, and learn to get more creative with each adventure and project that I dive into. Can't forget my puppies since I'm a dog walker. A lot of the things I do are meant to spark creativity and share ideas. I hope you find something that generates an idea for you. My mom and I were talking the other day, and she wanted to know if I could make her a wreath on the scroll saw. She wanted it with leaves, so it would be more general versus holiday specific. So I started Googling leaf silhouettes, and I found this, and I'm like, oh, this is pretty. I wonder if I could do that. It might be a little delicate for the scroll saw, but I liked the design. So we went back and forth a little bit. She told me that she wanted it in the shape of a heart. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm not sure that I can do a leaf in the shape of the heart. Then I found this design, and I'm like, all right. I could probably make that work. That's a lot of threading my scroll saw blade in and out of these leaves. She did some searching on her own and ended up finding a design that she really liked and sent it to me. So I was like, okay, let me give it a shot. Let me do a practice version first before I do anything or agree to do this. So I started with a portion of the wreath on the scroll saw, wanting to make sure that I could do clean enough cuts and make it work for her, because if it's going on her door, she wants it to look pretty. I'm coming. You're okay. It's okay. I was trying to examine my work under the magnifying glass that I have by my scroll saw to see how clean my cuts were and how long it took me to get through each of these leaves. I'm sure you heard the Maxi Cat in the background, so I had to stop for a minute and give her some attention. I felt like I did a pretty good job on my cuts, so I sent my mom a video and she liked it. So we talked about size, and she wanted it 16 inches. I never can quite visualize how big things are until I get it all printed out. So as you saw in the previous clip, that 16 inches is pretty big. When it comes to gluing, it's not my strong suit. So unfortunately, this stuck before I could peel it back up. So it's terribly, terribly close here, but I think I can make it work. Ay, ay, ay. A few snags when working with bigger pieces is that the turns make it hard because the piece is right up against you, and threading the blade. I squished my blade. I had a hard time finding the hole to get the blade through. It took me a bit to get a good rhythm going. Eventually I got there. walnut. This was the pecan. And then this is the dark Danish oil. What will your choice be? I'm doing these in pieces or in sections because when my attention wavers, so does my blade. I feel like I'm doing pretty clean cuts to start with. We got a ways to go. We'll see how it goes. Yay! I got it cut out without any major catastrophes. Catastrophes. Not spelled the same. Anyway, I love how this turned out. Though, when I was peeling my tape and pattern off, my fingernail dug in. So right there, if you can see, there's no way I'm going to be able to sand that off. Well, I still like it. Time for some sanding and a little bit of stain. Now, after staining, you have to get it into some good light to see there's spots that you missed. I haven't ever quite figured out how to get into the little nooks and crannies. Maybe I'll get an eyedropper out to try to get into those tips of those leaves. You also have to pay attention to the shading. It's light here, and then it gets darker up here. Maybe some mineral spirits will help even out all of the stain. Almost there. Just like when you were staining, when you're doing polyurethane, you need to make sure that it gets in all of the tips. At the same time, you got to make sure it doesn't pool and leave big globs of poly. That would not look good. So on inspection, I did pretty well here. I think we're good to go. Let's see it hung.